So in this video I will show you how to make explosive spear blow up the whole screen. Also you will learn how to generate frenzy charges infinitely without combat frenzy, and how the Blood Mage Ascendancy allow us to make this build possible. I really like these off-meta builds and the whole system that you can make almost every spell, skill work in this game. That's just pretty awesome. If you want more intros like that, please subscribe and also go to my music channel and subscribe there. I made this music for this showcase and it took me a while, and I want to say thank you for all my channel members. Thank you guys, you are awesome. We are on Blood Mage and it's really important because with the Sanguine Tides you can generate frenzy charges like infinitely on the clear and the mapping part. This is kind of the best way to do it, and we don't require any frenzy charge for the boss part, so this is really OP. And we need the blood bars because the Spirit of Solaris use bleeding, and elemental damage also contributes to bleeding magnitude. These two nodes actually a must have for this build, so don't try to do it on anything else. And also we have Crimson Power for a lot of life. So we can generate frenzy charges infinitely on maps or in temple, anything that you do. This is the armor break tech, but with Blood Mage now we have physical damage at all times, and you need resonance and a few support gems to make this work. As I said, you need the Sanguine Tides for physical damage and resonance because gain frenzy charges instead of endurance charges. This is really important because on explosive spear we are using armor break, and we are breaking armor equal to 20% of physical damage, and we will have a chance to get endurance charges, and because of resonance we get frenzy charges. Also on custom critical we have Detonate the Dead, which deals physical damage. We also have the armor break and the Uru smelting in here, and on Herald of Thunder we have all the armor break stuff. This also gives us a lot of chance. So basically we have infinite frenzy charges on when you are clearing maps, temples, anything. So weapon set 1, I have my mapping gear on it, so explosive spear. You can see only the weapon set 1 chosen. You need to short the detonation time, so we have short fuse and Garukan resolve. We have 64% effective critical chance, which is really nice, with 500 critical damage bonus. And also we have the bloodletting. This converts into life cost and gave us extra physical damage. This means only the detonator that uses our mana. This is really nice because our life regeneration comes from life remnants and we don't need to do anything with mana. And we have the Herald of Thunder. I have Rakitas Flow in there. And the Trinity, Eternal Rage and Blasphemy are for both weapon sets. So as you can see, there is the check marks there for both of them. If you don't have this support gem, that's not a problem. I know it's 8% for me, you can have 7 really easy, just use these two. Eternal Rage with Precision and Blasphemy with Elemental Weakness to lower their resistance. On the weapon you want Elemental damage and also the increased Elemental damage with attacks. Critical hit chance is really important, but the attack speed is not, so if you can buy a spear with critical hit chance, critical damage bonus and projectile skills, that would be the best, because critical damage is a multiplier on a weapon, it would give you a lot, and of course if you have more socket on your spear, that also gives us a lot of damage, but those kind of spears are multiple mirrors and so on. This is more than enough for us. On the passive tree for weapon set 1, we have all the movement and speed nodes, so I love movement and speed. As you know, I have base movement and speed on 50%. So we have all these movement and speed nodes. If you want more damage, then you don't need to do this. Actually, if you have a similar weapon like me, then you don't really need much more damage, so you can get the utility stuff from the tree. But if you want more energy shield, you can go and take these nodes here. You don't need to do this with movement and speed. I just love it. On weapon set 2, we have the Spear of Solaris and we are using this lineage gem. It gives us a lot of damage. Also we try to have 100% critical hit chance and a lot of critical damage. You need the bleed super gem here and we have pinpoint critical. As you can see, our critical hit chance at 74%. But also we have a charge regulation on the second hand, which will give us 26 more critical hit chance because we will using Sniper's Mark on bosses. And when you use Sniper's Mark and you hit the boss, you will get power charges because of the resonance that we use on the passive tree. So we can reach 100% critical hit chance with Spear of Solaris and also 600 critical damage bonus. That's a lot, and this could be much more if the weapon has critical damage bonus. Also on the second hand we have Elemental Conflux because as you know the bleeding damage goes into Elemental, and we have Berserk on the second hand. On the passive tree for the second hand we have increased magnitude of damaging alignments, these few nodes, also critical damage bonus. Here we try to get all of the big nodes because we have a really good Time Lost Emerald. I will talk about the jewels later, and also again, critical damage bonus. And this is it. Let's see the boss rotation. It's really easy. You want to use your Sniper's Mark and then use Explosive Spear. You will get your power charges. And for maximum damage, you want to put another Sniper's Mark onto the boss here and use Spear of Solaris. But if you have a similar gear like me, then you don't need to put your second Sniper Marks. It doesn't matter, the boss will die. This is a Tier 16, more monster life, monsters take reduced damage from critical hits and 30% effectiveness map, and you can see it dies in a few seconds. Let's see the items. I already talked about the spear. Actually, if you saw my last build, the Glacial Lens build, then everything is the same, only the helmet is changed because we need spirit. We are using the Alpha's Howl with 121 spirit, we need 377, or if you took out the precision support gem, then you need 367 for this build. The other stuff, rings, you need 2 unset rings because you need skill slots, and you need elemental damage on it because it goes to the bleeding. The other stuff is stats, resist, everything you want. On the amulet, spirit, life, projectile skills, critical damage bonus, it's really nice, and global defense, life regeneration. I have this amulet for a long time and I have barbaric strength on it. The body armor, you don't need this. You can use a simple body armor like this, and this will give you spirit, or you can lose the spirit and more energy shield to have more life. It's on you. You don't need this mirror item. It's nice, it gives us +1 to level all skills, but it doesn't matter. Glove, try to get a full elemental damage on it. It's even not that good because we have physical damage on it, but anyway, critical damage bonus and elemental damage. Headhunter and the boots with resist and socketed, and I have a golden charm with Spirit of the Wolf for movement speed, and the armor break is really nice here. And the last one is the Sacred Flame with 2 socket spirit. On the passive tree, usual start, we are going through here. Every skill we use is an area damage type, so these nodes are really good, and we get increased area of effect. That's nice. I have the control metamorphosis here to get the big nodes around here. Critical hit chance, critical damage, resonance. We are going towards the critical hit chance node here, and I have a simple rare jewel here with elemental damage, damage with spears, critical chance and critical damage bonus. These are expensive. Here we have a brick cluster here with critical damage bonus for attack damage and critical damage bonus with spear. So this is a double critical damage and also increased magnitude of bleeding. These will be expensive if you want to get one. And we are trying to get every node here, as you can see. Even these for the second hand. Then moving forward, critical damage bonus and increased elemental, of course, because of the bleeding. I have a Heart of Fell Diamond with 10% chance to inflict bleeding on hit. That gives us a global chance for bleeding, but on explosive shot you don't really need it. And also the double gain damage. We have the Crystal Elixir, of course, because we are using the unique mana potion. And this gives us a lot of elemental damage, which is really good for our build. We have the From Nothing Diamond with Valpack to get these nodes here. And the last jewel is +3 level to Spear of Solaris skills to have more damage on our boss melting skill. And this is it. I talked about the weapon sets and the whole tree, general and all the jewels. So the build works quite well, and the mapping part is really fun with all the explosions, everything just explode. And I really like the boss killing tech with Spear of Solaris. You just need to aim it. I know maybe few people won't like it, but it's actually pretty easy, and the whole build is fun and strong, and you don't need like multiple mirror items or anything, so it works well. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and tomorrow I will play some D2, back to my childhood. I will stream, so you can watch me here. Thank you guys, bye bye.